now beaming into Nerd FT Radio.
This is Nerd FT Radio, where nerds full-time, explorers of the metaverse, surfers of the blockchain, and not in our mom's basement. I'm your host, RSG, aka the Fantasy Football Champion, and I'm here with Crypto Crier, aka the Checks Fumbler. How are you, Crier?
Oh, fucking terrible. Wrecked. Down bad. So bad.
Unfortunately, Crier, tell us a little bit about what just happened before we get into the incredible topics that we have today.
Sure.
By the way, they're not that incredible, but
so there is a new thing where people can block which marketplace you use. So I bought these things called checks that we've talked about. I think we talked about a little bit last episode. They're currently at 0.06, a solid 10x. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go over there and sell a couple of these bad boys. And I had already listed them on Blur. Didn't realize that you couldn't use other marketplaces, and it was like way earlier. And I was set them for 0.016. So I just sold 15 at 90% off floor value. I still have some left, but still crushed me. I lost like an ETH right there. Pretty awesome. So little tidbit, make sure that you're actually using the right marketplace. And then if it's restricted, that's the new thing. Make sure you delist the ones that you had listed if it's restricted, because if they turn it off, it definitely just sells everything.
Yeah, that's definitely something that a lot of people don't know that they have to go ahead and do. If you do have an existing listing, anything like that, an old listing, you have to go over and literally pay gas to take that shit off. Get everything off and then go ahead and list it again. Because you can be like Sad Crier. That's another AK that he has is Sad Crier.
Ultra Sad Crier.
And you don't have it. But hey, listen, you were on the topic of losing ETH and having an opportunity to make more.
That's right.
I did go look at 2 projects that I sold 3 days ago, and both of them are up like another X, and I could have made a lot more money if I just would have held on.
That's the new meta, right?
Hey,
just now we're in the mage where we sell everything on pumps, and profit's profit. I'm still happy.
This is profit. Number 1, profit's profit. Number 2, are NFTs back? Because we haven't been talking about selling NFTs in a long time, and now we're like, we made a mistake. I don't know. I'll take that little. I'll take this.
But yeah,
maybe we take some hits here so the NFT space can flourish. We're the sacrificed, and now we're gonna flourish into the new year, into some NFTs and into some higher floors. But let's get going. Now we're just going to go on the bad side of NFTs. One of the major companies that came into this space a little while ago was Game of Thrones. They came out with their NFTs. They sold out super fast, the whole 9. And Crier, they finally released the art. And just like the last season of Game of Thrones, it came out really
It's like
bad.
That really shitty drawn horse that the beginning looks really good and the ass looks like a 4-year-old drew it. That's exactly what happened, right?
Correct. And this is literally what happened. If you can take some advice right now, go over to Instagram, go over to Twitter, and search up Game of Thrones NFTs and go have a laugh
it's just like
at
rigid
the spaghetti fingers. The nonsense that has come into these artists that thought, hey, this sounds like a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do this.
Those it's bad. Ones that
it's really bad.
So horrible that they had to redo them all.
Yeah, it's atrocious. I would definitely not suggest buying into it. The good thing about this probably is if we make enough noise, when I say we, I mean you holders of the NFTs. If you make enough noise, maybe they edit the metadata, because that's probably what they have to go ahead and do. We did see that with, what were they called? The Mons, the Polymons, or what were they called?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Shoot. Yeah. Kevin's.
The Kevins, where they literally updated all the metadatas except the Kevins.
Is Ethermon? Is that it or no?
No, Polymons.
Polymon?
No,
is that it?
That was a P. Whatever it is, it was the project with the really ugly zombie that was pixelated, and we're like, "What the hell is this?" They actually upgraded and they updated all of the metadata except for him. Right?
Yeah.
For that one NFT, because now it sits in the meme culture of the space and everything. So you have to keep that, but everything else actually looks not that bad. So on the side of what the founders, the artists, the people behind this project can do is, if the community is that pissed, which literally they already are, they should probably go and fix some of these features, because it does not look good, like, whatsoever.
Yeah, it looks atrocious. There's no salvaging those. It just looks like very poorly rendered, super stiff models from like the 90s. Looks rough. And again,
Yeah,
like, why do you need that?
I don't know, man.
That's some of these things I don't understand. The
It's
cash grab ones. There's no point to getting this shit.
Yeah, this is really bad. Like, I'm just looking at
Yeah.
all these, and I'm like, what is
on earth?
going on? What on earth? Yeah. Again, do yourself that big favor and go over and check these out because they're pretty just funny. Yeah, avoid it, number one, but at least go look and get a little laugh.
Who knows, man? If you bought Kevin's, it's probably
morning,
ripped.
afternoon.
So people like to make fun of shit.
And they rip. Yeah, that's literally why we're on the internet, right? But yeah, let's go into from one dumpster fire to another. Where let's head over to the Twitter side of things. I know that Elon, he's my boy and all, but again, Twitter's been doing its thing, not as much as we want it to. It feels like Elon stretched his hand out too much and now he's holding back, and some features are coming out, some features aren't. Things are just not where we would want them to be. Again, as a content creator, as both of us are, we're wanting those features to come onto Twitter and to do something for us on the video side, as well as spaces, and upgrade on the spaces. We did get some news, by the way, I think last week, that there is going to be a new UI UX for Twitter, perhaps. So we might see some stuff where it's going to be swiping left and right instead of up and down. I don't know how that looks like, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Elon's a very firm believer. He does it. I can attest
testing
to
a
it
bunch
with
of shit,
having
see what works.
the cars. He likes testing, and if it's bad, he literally just goes, okay, let's just go back to the thing that works. So at least it's something. So the new feature I did want to go ahead and mention is this new coins feature. So what's going on with that is, if you find a content creator that posts really good content, if it's your boys here at Nerd FT Radio, if it's the people over at, I don't know, what do you guys watch? Fox News, probably CNN, wherever you go to get your news. If they're like, hey, this is really
probably
good
content,
content,
a lot of low overlap on people watching this versus people watching CNN, I would assume.
Probably. But like I said, your favorite content creator, you go over there, you like the tweet, you retweet the tweet, you quote tweet the tweet. That's a lot of tweets. You comment on the tweet, but now you're going to be able, you view the tweet, and now you're going to be able to give a coin to the content creator.
New made up token.
It's not a token. It's a feature. We're going to see how it goes. We don't have the exacts of it. I will use an example of how I've actually tested this out on the Diamond side of things, Diamond app, which is another social media on the blockchain. So what you're able to do is you tweet or you post. What do you, Diamond? You post on Diamond. Post there. And you're able to do a few things on Diamond. Number one, you're able to comment. Number two, like. Number three, retweet or repost. And number four is rediamond. And number four, you're able to tip. It's like the tip feature on Twitter already, but it's going to be extremely easier to do because it's going to be on the tweet. You're going to be able to click the. No, not because it's called coins. It's because it's going to be there, just like the there's going to be a button, not actually having to go into the account, click the tip notification, and send it. It's just going to be right there, and you're going to do it. So we obviously don't know if it's going to be USD, Dogecoin, Twitter coin, Bird coin, Ethereum, whatever coin, whatever it is.
If it integrates with a bunch of different
cryptocurrencies,
that would be massive. That would be huge.
That'd be crazy.
Whatever coin it is, it would definitely gain a lot of traction, I think, just because it's something that I think those very small microtransactions will be a lot more popular in the future. Here's 10 cents. Here's it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't crush you, but it makes all the world of difference when a lot of people with a lot of viewership and content creators getting a very tiny amount directly to their accounts instead of all of the hoops. And you look at Twitch and stream and you can buy bits, and I guarantee you
it's aggressive.
Yeah, well, you get the bits, you get you're tipping them to people. Twitch is taking I'm sure 50% of it. I'm sure an astronomical amount. So again, anytime you're able to directly give something to the creator, if they're making just copying bits, that's going to be stupid. I hope he's not going that direction, but hopefully if it's something where they integrate other currencies or other stuff like that, I think that would be massive for sure. Even dollars. Anything that's direct to the consumer, I don't care what it is. If it's direct, I think it will make a big difference instead of being a middleman thing.
Absolutely. And one of the things that he did mention some time ago was the aspect of Twitter Blue being the way that Twitter can go ahead and pay back its content creators for posting content. So it will be interesting that imagine if you had a Twitter Blue, you got an allowance of 10 of these coins a month, or if you're just an active Twitter user or any account, you get like 5 a year, 10 a year, whatever the case may be. This can allow for a rich environment of using this and doing it, buying more for those content creators, and just allowing these people to go ahead and post better content and keep doing it, because if they produce it, they produce money and they keep going, just like what we all want to do. You're going to be able to make more of it, and it's going to showcase maybe the same thing. The new feature that we've seen is now you're able to see how many people have viewed your tweets. Are we going to be able to view how many people tipped a coin? I will say that the reason why he called it coins is he's a really big Witcher fan. And he really likes throw a coin to your Witcher. On my Tesla, you can actually change the horn to the song of that. So like he loves The Witcher, he loves that. So I'm assuming that's why he's going the coin route, and you can tip your coin to your favorite content creator instead of your Witcher. I don't think there's any monsters that anyone needs slaying these days.
Keyboard warriors come out. We'll be slaying monsters.
Ooh, yeah, maybe we can slay those. But yeah, no, again, it's a cool feature. Let's see if it happens. Again, we're still in the testing grounds of Twitter and the upgrade that that it literally needs.
For sure.
So if Elon can do it, maybe even if Elon can find if another CEO, maybe he can still be the founder and find someone else to help run some stuff. We'll see what happens, but I'm still super excited. It's a social media that you and I use the most,
for sure,
that all of us in the space use the most, and we care for the most. So if we can just hopefully get better features, not only on the content creator side, but just the overall user, Twitter, NFTs, sports, the internet, everything will flourish and be a lot better on that side. But speaking of content creating, Crier.
Oh yeah, pumping out
the boys and girls at NRN are number one, we're back. Number two, we're pumping out new content. And that new content is in the form of short video formed content. I said that 3 times, which are called quick hitters, the NRN quick hitters of said project. So right now, just to get a little of a rundown of what exactly we want to go ahead and do. Crier, I know you and I, we love being on Discord all day. We love being on Twitter all day. We love the community. But guess what? The other 95% of people in NFTs don't love
doing and all that nonsense. Being active right now.
Doing all that, not being active right now in the bear market, in the cub market, in whatever market we're in. So, Crier, what are we going to go ahead and do for these people that don't like doing that?
For sure. So we're going to do NRN quick hitters. We're going to do 1 minute short video clips talking about Cool Cats, Dead Fellas, Doodles, Sappy Seals, and Yuga. So these are our first 5 that we're going to start with. They're going to be something that's just a different approach. 1 minute, little information every week about these 5 projects, Monday through Friday, released every day through NRN. I think it's something that we can just add a little bit of for the people who are just lurking, not actually giving a shit right now. Everything's stagnant. You can get a tiny bit of information, keep you updated for 5 minutes on 5 projects, looking to expand over time. So I think this is a really good approach, something we're going to test out, see what kind of feedback we get, but I'm excited for sure. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And those 5 projects that we're going to go ahead and go into, this is like the test run for us, and it's going to be major projects. The first one is going to be Doodles. That's going to come out on Mondays typically. Second one, we already have this launch, which is Sappy Seals. That's going to be on Tuesdays. The third one, which is also already out, is going to be Cool Cats every Wednesday. That's going to be with your boy RSG and T-Pan. By the way, on the Sappy Seal side, it is Crier and Supermar doing that. On Thursdays, we're going to go ahead and dive into the apes, dive into Yuga Labs and everything that's coming out, because we know how big of a year Yuga's about to have with Other Side, Jimmy, all the mutants, the Kennel, everything. So shout out to the people that are going to help us out there. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Nate.
Yeah, Nate and Kanaka or Yaba, looks like. So
might be sliding in there. Awesome. And then on Friday, we got to keep it on the tradition side, the Dead Fella Fridays. We're going to go ahead and have the dude, and we're going to switch back and forth on Dead Fellas, because I know, Crier, you got one. I got a bunch. So we'll test in the waters over on that side. But again, this is not limited to these 5 projects, and that's it. We want to have a rich environment of all these communities being able to grab all the information throughout the week that, again, we love to find and be a part of and everything, but some people might not have the time for. So these quick hitters, that is why we want to go ahead and do it. So reach out to us if you see, hey, this community would be awesome to do, as well as a community member that's looking to get into the content game. We're looking for more people on the NRN side to slide over to NRN
of a community, you want to get something going, we're always here to help. We always talk about this. We're Skillshare. We can teach people how to do stuff. That's the whole point of all these Web3 things, is to grow as a community and not just individuals. Reach out if you guys ever need anything on that side or interested in doing this. So let's do it.
Absolutely. But again, check us out on that side. They will be going out on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and on Twitter, a bunch of formats, getting that information out to everyone in these communities. Because again, we also share the same heartbreak when these projects aren't releasing or doing a good job to communicate. And what we are trying to strive for here is to be that communication arm for the community. If the project's not going to do it, the community is going to do it. And what I guess it's going to be NRN that's going to go ahead and do it. So we're there to help the community. That's our new slogan, help the community.
That's right.
Crier, before we go, I got to nerd out a little bit with you. I'm going to be honest with you. The last 10 minutes, I've been like half-assing this show. You know why?
Why? Give me a reason.
Have you ever heard of a squishmallow?
No.
Hold up. I got to pull this up. Let's see if you can see it. Do you see this right
Gengar,
here?
Yeah.
It's Gengar, but it's like a little pillow, but look how cool the back is. And these have been going out for a year.
Episode for a pillow.
I half-assed this episode to try to pre-order it, and guess what?
Your boy got it.
Your boy did not get it. I hate my life. So, in conclusion, we're back to nerding out. Crier, I know we talked about the shows that we're looking forward, the movies we're looking forward, the games we're looking forward. But
what? Books?
We didn't talk about the books that we're looking forward to.
I got some books I'm looking forward.
So, Crier, I would love to ask you, what books are you looking forward to? Because I got a book.
Cool.
And you didn't think I was going to have a book. So let's hear it.
I don't really hear a lot of book
there you go.
Suggestions from the RSG man. No,
let's hear it.
One of my favorite series is called The Red Rising. It's like a sci-fi series, and there's I think 6 of them. I think five total. There's the 6 books coming out this year, and I'm very pumped. It should be like June, July. July is big for me because we got D4 and this book.
Ooh, Crier's gonna be going crazy.
That's right, big time.
Awesome. All right, what else you got? What else? Any other ones that you're listening?
Nothing too crazy. There's another book, a series that I like a lot called Unsold by Will White, and he pumps those out like every 6 months. So again, there'll be one more of those that I'm super excited about, but after that, then nothing else. The book of the future. I usually just see them come up and come out, and we make a Patrick Rothfuss because that's supposed to come out. It's been supposed to come out for a decade.
Oh God!
But those are
okay.
We're getting into book nerd territory.
All right, Crier. So,
losing our audience. What's your?
I got to do mine. So it's not a new book. It's going to be a book that I want to dive into. Can you guess what book I want to go ahead and read?
Marvel.
And it's not really a book.
A comic book?
It's a book. It's not a comic book either.
Uh-oh. What is it? One Piece or something? This guy.
I'm going to start reading. I'm going to start reading the books for One Piece. I already read the first chapter or whatever you want to call it. By the way, had no idea that I have to read this book.
Yeah,
the opposite side, and also like it's super strange, very strange, but we are going ahead and jumping into that. I am catching up to the show, so just in case I do catch up to the show, that's how I'm going to wait. Is I'm going to start reading the book, because there is some things that they don't actually show on
I like that.
the show itself.
Books are always better, man.
I'm going to start
always
reading
a big
that.
fan of books. Anytime there's a book to movie thing, it's usually disappointing. There's some good ones, but most of the time it's like, all right, that book was way better.
Probably. But the other thing I did want to leave you guys with before we get going here is just an update on, once again, some shows, because we do have some shows coming out right now. The first one I would say is the new episode of Bad Batch on Disney Plus is out. That's episode 3. We're getting closer and closer to seeing my favorite lightsaber. We talked about this last time. The little Wookiee with the wooden lightsaber is coming to this show. We're very close. Then the other thing I did want to mention, I think in 4 days or 5 days, on the 15th or 16th, The Last of Us on HBO is
nice.
It's coming.
The
so
movie one.
Get ready for the show. Yeah, the show, and we're gonna get, again, this is the big show for HBO. This is what Westworld was supposed to be for HBO until they crucified the show, and I'm so upset about Westworld. Sure. But again, this is what they're looking for to be the next Game of Thrones for HBO, which, again, like I said, they thought that was going to be Westworld. So again, look into that. The Last of Us, it's a video game on PlayStation, exclusive to PlayStation, that everyone absolutely loves.
Great storyline.
And now we're getting it on the big screen. So remember, if you like zombies, you like a storyline, you like action, drama, the whole nine, it's literally packed with all of that. Again, I'm going to be super excited to go ahead and watch that. Ooh.
I've been watching Dreams, which is on Prime Video, and it's a Philip K. Dick, who's like a big sci-fi author that I've read a bunch of. He has, it's kind of, do you ever see Black Mirror? Where it's like dystopian or whatever. He has a bunch of novels, but he also wrote like a ton of short stories. So this is like a 10 episodes. Each one is a different new short story that's like sci-fi, possibly dystopian, possibly just futuristic stuff. Really cool. I watched like 2 episodes so far. Both of them were like really cool shorts, like storylines. Very interesting. But yeah, he's awesome. He's one of my favorite authors too. So there's a lot of cool shit. He's done like a lot of cool stuff. He did the Man in the High Tower one too. Who's seen that one? High Castle.
I don't think so. I know. I think that sounds very.
It was like pretty popular a couple years ago. They have a couple seasons, but yeah, it's another one where it's like an alternate universe of like if Nazis had won out or something like that, comparatively to.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, but it's really well done.
Okay. Awesome. Well, hey, listen, we're always here to give you all suggestions of what to watch. Since I know you guys don't like to go on Twitter and Discord, that's why we're literally making the NRN Quick Hitters for you. But here are all of our suggestions. Always reach out to us if you think of a better show or something that we should watch or something, a video game that we should play. We're always looking to dive into new things that we have yet to watch or play. So again, let us know. And that pretty much wraps it up here, Crier. Yeah. That pretty much does it for us. So,
week for
a little uneventful, but things are coming. By the way, the mint,
the floors are up, but
the floors are up, the volume's up. Bored Apes Mint is about to happen as well. So I think that next episode that we might have some information there. So again, let's see what happens. But we'll catch you guys next time on another episode of Nerd FT Radio. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Peace.